Good morning, students. Let's begin our social science class. Today I am going to start new chapter in geography and chapter name is manufacturing industry. Today's content: introduction, importance of manufacturing, contribution of industry to national economy, and industrial location or industrial market linkage. These are the topic which I am going to explain in this video. Let's start. Meaning and importance of manufacturing industries. In our daily life, we almost use everything made up of machines. You can see the toys, soft toys, your accessories, and even we talk about our morning begin with the toothpaste. Even we celebrate soon Diwali, then we are going to see the number of things available in the market. So all these things like shoes, clothes, or any other utensils, sugar, tea, diyas, all these things, items we can purchase in quantity the time of any celebration or to fulfill our daily need. All right. So these all things made in which place, this we are going to discuss in this chapter. These products are made in industries processing raw materials. For example, clothes from cotton, sugar from sugarcane. These are the two examples where we can see that from primary sector it is turned into the manufacturing sector in finished good and people start utilizing in their daily life. Production of goods in large quantities after processing from raw material to more valuable products is called manufacturing. This is the definition of manufacturing, like production of goods in a large quantity after processing from raw material to more valuable product is called manufacturing. This we have discussed in previous example. The development of manufacturing leads to the development of the economy of the country. Of course, more and more industry, more sale and purchase, more contribute to national economy. Let us see how manufacturing industries are important in our society. Manufacturing sector is considered the backbone of development in general and economic development in particular, mainly because now we are going to see the number of factor that tell us why industries are important to us. First, India is an agricultural country and large scale population is dependent on agriculture for its employment. So, the largest employment carried out in agriculture sector. Then it also provide employment to people and reduce the dependence on agriculture. So people, those who are working only agriculture now shift to the industry. So thus industry provide employment to number of people. The development of industries is important to remove unemployment and poverty. Many basic sector and joint sector industries work for this. Many public and joint sector industry have been set up in backward and tribal area. So development of tribal area also one factor. Then India export many industrial items which are made here. Exporting thing other country also enhance our industry as well as the it expands our trade and also bring foreign exchange. If we sell product in other country, of course we bring foreign exchange. Then countries that are capable of converting raw materials into finished product are considered prosperous. More we produce things, more we fill the things in market made in industry, the country become prosperous or rich. This make the country self-dependent and developed. We are not going to import things from other market if all the thing available made by industry in our country. So make in India. So, what is manufacturing? Definition I already told you. Why is it considered the backbone of development? You will write the point importance of manufacturing. Please see the book also under this heading. The illustration you do with these points, that the first, modernizing agriculture, the second, eradication of unemployment, development of backward area, then next point, bring foreign exchange, and then you can make the another point, that how the country bring the furnished good and make country prosperous. So all these points which is given in book also, the answer of the consider as backbone of development. Industries also have a very close connection with agriculture. They are interdependent, of course. How? This we are going to see. Interdependence of agriculture and industry go hand in hand. For example, industries get their raw material such as cotton, sugarcane, jute, rubber, etc. from agriculture. I have given one example, sugarcane from agriculture, and then turn into the gur, khansari, molasses, etc. and sugar is industrial production. Cotton bulb we take from agriculture and making textile is industrial production. So this is how the raw material from agriculture sector finished into secondary sector. Now we are going to see the help from industry to agriculture. Industries sell their products such as irrigation pumps, fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, PVC pipes, machine and tools, etc. to farmers. So now by these example you can understand industry provide all these material to agriculture sector. So we can say the development of industries leads to development of many other sectors. Manufacturing industries play a very important role in economic development, therefore, they are called the backbone of the economy. In the present day world of globalization, our industry needs to be more efficient and competitive. Self sufficiency alone is not enough. Our manufactured goods must be at par in quality with those in the international market. Only then will we be able to compete with international market. Production is not enough only. We have to produce things that can compete to the world class product. Then only we can say or become a strong independent country in production unit. Now, this topic we are going to discuss about the contribution of industry to national economy. Over the last 2 decades, the share of manufacturing sector has stagnated at the 17%. So now, please see the out of 27%. Please check the all datas related to things change after each 10 year. So this data is given in NCRT that I am going to share with you here. The contribution of industries to GDP is 27%. So please see the share of manufacturing sector has stagnated at 17% of GDP out of total of 27% of industry, which include 10% from mining, quarrying, electricity and gas. This is much lower in comparison to some East Asian economy where it is 25 to 35%. The trend of growth rate in manufacturing over the last decade has been around 7%. Then the desired growth rate over the next decade is 12%. We need that. We have only 7% growth rate. Since 2003, manufacturing once again growing at rate of 9 to 10% per annum. Then how we can change this scenario? With appropriate policy interventions by government and renewed efforts by the industry to improve productivity, economists predict that manufacturing can achieve its target over the next decade. The National Manufacturing Competitiveness Council NMCC has been set up with this objective. So this is what the overall contribution of industry to national economy. Question first, agriculture and industry are not exclusive of each other. Justify the statement. This we have discussed in previous slide where you can show how agriculture provided raw material to industry, and in second paragraph you will show how industry provide material to the agriculture. This is how you complete this answer. 1.5 3 mark question. Then second, explain the contribution industry to national economy. Here you are going to write, over the last 2 decades the share of manufacturing sector has stagnated at 17% of GDP out of total 27% for industry, which include 10% for mining, quarrying, electricity and gas. And then you will write, appropriate with appropriate policy of intervention by government and renewed efforts by the industry to improve productivity, economists predict that the manufacturing can achieve its target over the next decade. The National Manufacturing Council, Competitiveness Council, NMCC, has been set up with this objective. This is the answer of this question. Now we are going to see the location, ideal location for industrial setup. Anyone who wants to set up any industry would like that all the requirement meet one place in region to establish that industry. The establishment of any industry is a particular location depend on many factors. What are these? Industrial location are complex in nature. These are influenced by availability of raw materials, labor, capital, power and market. So these are the essential thing where we need to see when we install or locate any industry. It is already possible to find all these factors are available at one place. After an industrial activities starts, urbanization follows. Sometimes industries are located in or near the cities. Thus, industrialization and urbanization go hand in hand. Means more and more industry, the people start living in surrounding of that area. So industrialization and urbanization go hand in hand. When an industry is established in any region, people from nearby area start coming and settling there. It is true. Then when they start settling over there, this leads to development of a school, bank, hospital and many facilities which are important for people. This is also true. Soon it turns out to be a large scale settlement, that is a city, and this process is known as urbanization. Cities provided market and also provide service such as banking, insurance, transportation, labor and financial advice, etc. to the industries. Many industries come together to make use of advantage of offered by cities, known as agglomeration economies. This is 1 mark, very important question. Many industry come together to make use of advantages offered by the cities, known as agglomeration economy. An agglomeration economy has a large number of companies, services, and industries exist in close to one another and benefit each other. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.